going, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddison Hill, and yes, it's time for another Pop Off with Maddison. For today's Pop Off, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Selena Gomez, you guys, because she's on the cover of Rolling Stone, and she not only looks fabulous, but she was also a complete open book during the interview. From opening up about her reaction to Hailey Bieber's Call Her Daddy interview, to talking about her friendship with Taylor Swift, to talking about how she struggled turning 30. She opened up about having bipolar disorder. She also talked about how she has new music. You guys get it. She really just talked about so many amazing things, and you guys know the drill. You know what I like to do during a pop-off like this. I want to break down the biggest takeaways from Selena Gomez's Rolling Stone interview. That way you guys don't have to read the article in its entirety unless, of course, you want to. So without further ado, because there are a lot of major takeaways from this article, I want to go ahead and get straight to it and get to unwrapping the Selena Gomez facts. Alright, so as you all know, Selena Gomez's long-awaited documentary finally comes out on Apple TV tomorrow. It's called Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me. And lucky for us, you guys, Selena Gomez has been doing a lot of promo for this documentary, which means that she's been sitting down for a lot of interviews. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the one I really want to talk to you guys about is the one that was released today, where Selena Gomez sat down with Rolling Stone. Now, like I said, she not only looked absolutely amazing on the cover, but she also opened up about a lot of things. And the first major takeaway I want to talk with you guys about is Selena Gomez's reaction to Hailey Bieber's Call Her Daddy interview. Now, as you all remember, a few weeks back, Hailey Bieber sat down on the Call Her Daddy podcast and reluctantly, yes, please listen to me closely, Bieber fans, reluctantly talked about the past drama with Selena Gomez. And now, thankfully, we know how Selena felt about that. Now, while Selena did not mention Hailey by name while talking about the interview, Selena said, quote, "Somebody made a comment and it involved me, and then for 2 days, I felt bad about myself." Selena then went on to reflect how something like this in the past would have set her back for, quote, months, but this time around, that didn't happen. Instead, as we all know, Selena Gomez went ahead and took to TikTok and reminded all of her fans the importance of kindness and how words matter. And actually, the Rolling Stone interviewer brought this up, how Selena Gomez really talked the talk and walked the walk when she went ahead and showed Hailey Bieber kindness and took those photos with her at the Academy Museum Gala in LA. Now, remember, if you watched my mini pop-off yesterday, Selena Gomez did comment about these photos while speaking to Vulture. She said that it was definitely not a big deal and that it's, quote, not even a thing. So between what Selena Gomez told Rolling Stone and what she told Vulture about her and Hailey's photos, I feel like Selena made it 1000% clear that she is over any and all Bieber drama. Okay, moving on to our next big takeaway, when Selena Gomez opened up about her friends in the industry. So during this part of the interview, you guys, Selena Gomez was reflecting on turning 30, and she talked about how Camila Cabello, Miley Cyrus, and Cara Delevingne were all present at her 30th birthday party. Now, Selena did talk about how turning 30 was kind of difficult for her because she felt that by 30 she would be married. Specifically, she said, quote, "I grew up thinking I would be married at 25. It wrecked me that I was nowhere near that, couldn't be farther from it. It was so stupid, but I really thought my world was over." However, Selena didn't let that totally get her down. Instead, she revealed that she threw herself a wedding-themed 30th birthday party, which I just think is absolutely iconic. And it definitely goes to show that she's made peace with the fact that she's not married at 30. Selena also mentioned how Cara Delevingne had strippers come, which again, I just think is hilarious. Selena said that her birthday was a, quote, "mixture of sophisticated and hysterical," and I just feel like that's exactly how everyone's 30th birthday should be. Okay, moving on, let's get to the part where Selena specifically mentioned Taylor Swift, because I know you Taylena fans are like, "Maddison, I thought you said she talked about Taylor," and she absolutely did, you guys. So Selena opened up about how she often struggled to relate to those in Hollywood, except when it came to our girl Taylor Swift. Specifically, Selena said, quote, "I never fit in with the cool group of girls that were celebrities. My only friend in the industry really is Taylor. So I remember feeling like I didn't belong. I felt the presence of everyone around me living full lives. I had this position and I was really happy. But was I? Do these materialistic things make me happy? I realized I didn't just like who I was because I didn't know who I was." I told you guys she was an open book, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next big takeaway when Selena Gomez opened up about living with bipolar disorder. So first, you guys, Selena Gomez reflected on when she had a very serious episode of psychosis back in 2018. Now, if you remember when all of this happened, there were headlines saying, "Selena Gomez is having a mental breakdown. Selena Gomez is going into the hospital." In fact, I'm pretty sure in her documentary, her mom, Mandy Teefey, opens up about how the fact she learned Selena was going through this episode was through TMZ, which is just absolutely not okay in my opinion. Anyway, moving on with Selena opening up about this episode of psychosis in 2018. Selena said that she only remembers, quote, "snippets of that time, but she knows that she ended up in a treatment facility. Her friends have apparently told her since that she was, quote, unrecognizable during that time. Selena went on to say that one of the scariest things during that time was, quote, quote, walking out of the psychosis, that's when she was actually diagnosed with bipolar disorder. She mentioned how when she left treatment, she was on a lot of medication and she didn't feel like herself, but luckily she did find a psychiatrist who worked with her and took her off everything except for 2 medications. Now, while that was great, Selena said that she also did have to detox from the other medications that she was on. And she said that while she was detoxing and kind of going through this and kind of getting back to her life, she said that she realized 2 things. A, that she had bipolar disorder, and B, that she was going to have to deal with it because it, quote, wasn't going away. Now, Selena did go on to recognize to Rolling Stone that she knows that the medication she's on has some serious implications for her. One, obviously, because of her kidney transplant. She said that she's aware that her kidney may only last up to 30 years. She's at peace with that. And then, you guys, she also mentioned how the medications may also affect her ability to carry children. In fact, Selena said, quote, she may not even be able to carry her own children, but she's still staying optimistic because being a mom is something that Selena Gomez has always wanted for her life. She specifically said, quote, that's a very big present thing in my life, and however I'm meant to have them, I will. Moving on to our next big takeaway, and I know this is going to be something that a lot of you are very excited about. Selena Gomez did reveal to Rolling Stone that she has written 24 songs for her next album. Now, while that's obviously amazing news, Selena Gomez obviously hasn't started recording any of these songs yet, but she did mention that she hopes to get in the recording studio by the end of the year, which would obviously be amazing. And also, just a PSA for those of you who don't know this, even though I'm pretty sure all of you guys already do, Selena Gomez did go ahead and release a single in accordance with her documentary. It's also called My Mind and Me, and it's amazing. Okay, the last big takeaway and the last thing I feel like you guys really need to know from this interview is the fact that our girl Selena is officially going to be a New Yorker for a little bit. She actually talked with Rolling Stone about choosing New York over LA at the moment, and speaking about New York, Selena said, quote, if I'm honest, my schedule in New York is the creme de la creme. I have my system there, I have my workouts there, I have my coffee shops there. I get to walk and breathe there and be inspired by New York City and the people and the life there, which we all know she obviously films Only Murders in the Building in New York, but it sounds like New York has definitely grown on Selena, and I completely get it. I always feel like part of my heart is always in New York. Selena, you guys, also added, which this is a little sad, but I get it, that after her promo obligations are done for the documentary, we are not going to hear from her for a while. Specifically, she said, quote, this is probably the most you'll hear about me for a while. I want this to come out, but I also want this behind me. Every now and then, it's important to just disappear. All right, you guys, I obviously have so many thoughts on all of these things that Selena Gomez opened up about, and because I have to leave here in just a few minutes and drive somewhere, I'm not going to do a shambong. Instead, I'm going to hydrate, which I feel like Selena Gomez would appreciate, and then we're going to wish positive vibes for everyone here in the House of Hill. All right, so as I'm sure you guys can tell, I obviously thought that this Rolling Stone interview was the perfect piece to come out right before the documentary that's going to air tomorrow for all of us on Apple TV, which, by the way, you guys, I have to admit, I have read some things about what is in Selena's documentary, which I'm so mad because I really didn't want to do, but today I just couldn't help myself, and I'm just telling you all now, prepare, it is going to be very emotional. But back to this interview, you guys, like I said, I truly felt like it was such a great interview, and I felt like Selena really did handle the Hailey question so well. I feel like we can't blame Selena at all for probably being taken very aback whenever she heard what Hailey Bieber was saying on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Again, yes, I'm aware that it didn't appear as though Hailey wanted to talk about Selena, but at the end of the day, she still did go there. And I think that we also have to offer that same respect to Selena Gomez, that she probably needed a few days to process everything that Hailey said and process that this was once again being brought back up. But to me, it really sounds like Selena Gomez has worked on the fact that while you can't control what others say about you, you can control how you react to what others say about you. I think that's a really tough lesson, but it's also a really admirable one. And I commend Selena Gomez for being able to process what Hailey said and not let it affect her like it might have in the past. I don't know. I just feel like Selena really handled the situation with the utmost class. And again, like I've said, I really think this will help put to rest a lot of the fan drama that goes down between Selena and Hailey. And truly, at the end of the day, that's what I think Selena wants. I think she just wants the chatter to stop. Again, I don't think Selena's gonna be friends with Hailey. I don't think we're gonna see Selena and Hailey hanging out and being BFFs. I don't think we're gonna see Selena hanging out with Justin and Hailey together. Like, I don't think any of that is going to happen, but I think this just proves that they are cordial with one another, they're at peace with one another, and as long as everyone stays in their own lane, that peace will remain. Now, as far as Selena's comments about turning 30, I found this to be so freaking relatable. I absolutely loved this portion of the interview. interview, because I think everyone can relate to the fact that if you had a vision for your life when you're younger and it's not playing out how that vision was, it's a very, very difficult thing. I know I've definitely been there. And I don't know, I just felt like this is one of the most relatable things Selena Gomez has ever said, maybe because I'm getting ready to turn 30 next year. But I don't know, just hearing her talking about those struggles, despite the fact that she is so much further along in her career than I am. And obviously, you know, she has millions of dollars in the bank and she has all these things happening. But I think that this is just a good reminder that even people who you think have it all and you think people who have it all together, we are all going through similar struggles. And I don't know, I just really appreciate Selena Gomez for opening up about the stressors and how she felt about turning 30. I really, really appreciated it. And obviously, one of my favorite part of those takeaways was her talking about her friendship with Taylor Swift. Of course, we know that these two are best friends. They are very open about it, but something about hearing Selena Gomez talk about how Taylor is her one friend in the music industry just absolutely warms my freaking heart. And of course, let's be real here, we love a little confirmation that Taylena is going strong. Now, in regards to Selena opening up about her mental health, again, I truly commend her for doing so. Let's be real here. Opening up about your mental health and opening up about how you live with bipolar disorder, that is not an easy task to do at all. And between this interview and between the documentary that she's doing, I mean, I feel like Selena Gomez is really opening up and exposing herself to the world. And truly, I just commend her for it. I can't say anything else. I just respect her so incredibly much because it's not easy, but I know that she is going to make major strides in ending the stigma around mental health by opening up about her own experience. And I know she's going to help so many people not only seek treatment for themselves, but also realize that they're not alone. And again, what a way to use your platform. And you know what else, you guys? I don't blame Selena at all for needing to take some time after this documentary airs. Like I said, she is really opening up about a lot of facets of her life that she probably has never gone public with before. So the fact that she feels like she's gonna need to take some time, I think she has totally earned that. She has been so busy churning out Only Murders in the Building, this documentary. She's also producing new music. I mean, the girl has really been putting herself to work. So I feel like she's absolutely earned the time to just anonymously live in New York, take time with her friends and family, enjoy the holidays, and then you guys know when she's ready to come back with her next project, she's gonna come back so strong, and I cannot freaking wait. Also, can't wait for the documentary tomorrow. I obviously will be watching. I will be grabbing my tissues because I know I'm definitely gonna need them. All right, you guys, that is the latest with Selena Gomez and her interview with Rolling Stone. I want to hear all of your thoughts and feels about the Selena Gomez Rolling Stone interview down below. While you guys are at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that notification bell. For more content, make sure you follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, don't forget to keep coming back to my channel to check out my YouTube shorts. If you guys want to show me a little extra love or you just want to make sure I see your comment, you can also hit that super thanks button down below. And you guys also know that you can check out all of my merch over at my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!